So Kevin the Geek, if you've never been to Portland, it's hard to appreciate what exactly this guy did. Portland is like Wellesley, or it's like going into the Castro and in the Chick-fil-A costume. It's like it's like going into an NAAPC meeting with a sign that says David Duke for president. Help me out here, Ramon. It's like going into a LULAC meeting wearing an ICE uniform. It's like, help me out. I want you to understand what this guy's doing. No. Why is it always got to be fat jokes for you? Why? This isn't a guy who did this in Houston. This isn't a guy who did this in Nashville or Baton Rouge or San Antonio or Phoenix, Arizona. This is a guy who's doing this in the heart of granola liberals. I mean, these are people who drive Subaru Outbacks with 45 bumper stickers on the back, saying they're a witch and follow Wicca and God is dead and they love abortion and they're compassionate and conservatives are heathens and recycle water. I mean, that's who he's doing. These are his customers. And in the midst of his customers, the guy is proudly standing up and saying, Barack Obama, don't tell me what I didn't build. He's poking them in the eye to such an extent that his neighbors are complaining on him. If you Google KevinTheGeek.com, you'll find the guy online. It's very impressive. All right, so that's what happened. They made you take down the big sign, so you replaced it with the smaller sign because you were a man of great principle.
Right, I made it to within their guidelines, and I still got my message across, and it's a nice sign, and I've seen it on blogs all over the country and Facebook, and it looks good, and everyone can read it from the road.
Where is the sign? Is it on your website?
Huh?
Is it on your website?
No, actually, I didn't even touch my website to change it. I've been so busy.
Your website is dreadful, by the way.
I know.
It's just boring.
I don't have time to work on it. I'm too busy working.
Oh, all right. I can be for that. All right.
Yeah.
So what does the sign say? I want to see the sign. I mean, what do I Google to find the sign?
Oh God! Go to VictoriaTaft.com.
All right, I'll find it. But go ahead. So you got the sign up. Read the sign again.
Hey Obama, I've built the business by myself. You incompetent, lousy excuse for a president. I'm Kevin the Geek, and I approve this message.
I'm looking at you standing in front of the sign. Okay, all right. How old are you?
54.
You sound about 24.
I know, everybody says that. I got a young voice.
God, you sound young. All right.
I'm young at heart.
So that's great. So this old woman.
I'm full of piss and vinegar. That's why the sign's up.
We need more people like you. So this old woman comes in, and she tells you to take the sign down. You've already had to take the one sign down. They made you do that, which was a limitation on your free speech. I thought we were a free country. So you've complied, and you're mad. And so she says, tell me, describe this conversation.
Well, I'm standing behind my counter working on a computer, and this lady comes walking in real slow.
Describe this lady.
Well, she's, like 5'6", heavy set, and she's got a nice haircut and her purse on her. And she comes walking in, and she goes, I want to talk to you about your sign. And I could tell by the way her body language and no computer in her hand. I said, you don't like it, do you? And she goes, I think it's offensive, disrespectful, and hateful. And I said, well, I think it's freedom of speech. She goes, you need to take that sign down right now.
What?
And treat this community a lot better than what you're doing.
In other words, you don't have the right to express yourself freely if your opinion does not conform to hers. So you didn't take the sign down. You instead turned around and gave her 2 lily white butt cheeks, right? That'd have been awesome.
Well,
if you'd done that.
I said, yeah, I wish I had thought of that, actually. But I told her, I said, lady, There's no way in hell I'm taking that sign. I will take my business to death, and there's nothing you're going to do about it. She goes,
well, hold on before you tell me. Let me guess. You did the William Barrett Travis thing. You poured some sand out, and you drew a line, and you said, I will not step across that line.
Right.
No? Okay. All right, go ahead. That's
well, anyway, I told her, I said, there's no way I'm going to take down that sign. She goes, you sound just like my brother. I said, that's good. I said, how old are you anyway? She goes, I'm 65 years old. I said, well, I'm 54. And I said, I've been going to elections since Gerald Ford and Jimmy Carter. I said, this is the craziest man I've ever seen in my life. There's no way I respect anything he does, and there's no way in hell I'm taking down my sign. And she got so mad, she was going, wham, and hit me in the arm. And I backed up, and I said, oh, God. I said, I'm calling the cops. And she looked at me and took off out the door, you know? So I chased her out with my phone, pretending I was calling the cops, and watched her run across the street. You ever see a big woman waddle across the street running for her life?
How big a girl was she?
I don't know, about 250,
oh.
5'5".
5'5", 250?
Yeah.
Or 5'5" tall and 5'5" wide. That's a big. What was she wearing? What was this old biddy wearing?
She had black pants on, and I'm colorblind, some solid color shirt, and you know.
Was it tucked in and she had humps all over? She have a fupa? What was she wearing for shoes?
I don't know. I didn't look that close.
I studied
I was
people.
too busy kind of like confronting her, you know. But I got right in her face. I said, lady, there's no way that sign's coming down. None of y'all can tell me what to do. And I said, as far as I'm concerned, that man can – I just want that man gone. And I just got right in her face, and I looked her straight in the eye. And she backed up and went, wham, and hit me right in the arm. And she probably did it as hard as she could. But I'm 6'2", and she's 5'5", and I'm not going to –
You know what you should have done? You should have done what my older brother Chris used to do. You should have pinned her down. You put their knees on both of her biceps, and you take your finger and you sort of you like a woodpecker on her chest plate, and it drives people crazy when you do that. And you should have said, say uncle till she did. That'd have been awesome, and you could have filmed the whole thing. So did she ever apologize?
No, she was too busy running.
Well, she's an evil old goat, and you know what she is? Thank you, Kevin the Geek. Thanks for standing up. Thanks for being who you are. Thanks for not being a thumb-sucking patriot. Thanks for being somebody that stands up for what you believe in. We got too few of those on our side. So we got this old goat that hit him. We got Adam Smith at the Chick-fil-A. We got Barack Obama and his staff committing crimes. Are you starting to get the picture of who we're dealing with here?